Welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to understand about what we are going to build as part of entire ALB section. Okay, so we are going to do lots of stuff here in step-by-step manner. In 6 major sections, we are going to implement different stuff here. So let's go ahead and then see that in a architectural representation, right? So whenever we create in AWS Cloud, whenever we create a EKS cluster control plane, so what happens is it automatically creates the VPC and its equivalent public and then private subnets in respective availability zones with the NAT gateways for outbound communication provided if your workloads and the node groups you are creating in the private subnet. Okay, so now once we create the cluster control plane, we'll go ahead and then create the EKS private node group. Okay, so whenever we create that private node group, it creates the EC2 worker nodes 1 and then 2, and then these worker nodes will inside have the automatically installed Kubernetes components related to kubelet and then stuff, so which will communicate with the EKS cluster control plane using NAT gateway. So till here we are good, right? So now we'll move on to the workloads. Okay, so now whenever we install the applications or when we deploy the applications, so what happens? So we are going to deploy 3 types of applications. One is simple app1 Nginx, and then app2 Nginx, and one user management microservice. Okay, so now we are going to do 3 deployments with 3 deployment manifests, and we are going to deploy 3 node port services for each of them, one node port service related manifest. So, and for user management node port service, you also have something called external name service to connect to the RDS databases. So now once your worker node related everything is completed, workloads are completed, so you are going to also provision your ingress manifest. Okay, so which is from Kubernetes itself, you are going to write that ingress manifest and then kubectl apply and then provision the ingress manifest. And what are the features available in this ingress manifest? It will create a application load balancer, and then we will also enable SSL for our application. First we will create a SSL certificate in our certificate manager, and then automatically we will provide this certificate ARN in our ingress manifest, so that SSL is automatically applied for the application load balancer whatever we have created. And next thing is, so we want all our HTTP requests to be automatically routed to HTTPS URL. So we will implement those related changes, SSL redirect, and also we will enable external DNS service, which is nothing but for the applications whatever we are deploying, app1, app2, and then user management node port service, I want them to be registered with the DNS name as apps.kubeoncloud.com. So automatically whenever I provision the ingress manifest, it also creates a application load balancer and also DNS registers that respective DNS name in the Route 53 automatically using the external DNS pod running on our respective worker nodes. Okay, so external DNS is something like how we have ingress controller pod, we also going to have external DNS pod. So now to route to these respective deployments, means like these respective applications, app1, app2, and then UMS, so we are going to enable the context path based routing inside our ingress manifest, which is /app1 should go to app1, /app2 should go to app2, and /* anything other than app1 and app2 should go to user management microservice. So we are going to implement this in our ingress manifest, and whenever users access HTTP URL, it will automatically redirect to HTTPS because we enabled this SSL redirect option in our application load balancer, which is our ingress service. So now via it will resolve DNS, it will resolve to Route 53, and then it will come to application load balancer, and if we access /app1, it will go to app1 application and serve the app1 index.html page. In the same way, whenever we access app2, it comes via app2 context, it will verify here and then send it to node port service, which is app2, and from there it will serve the app2 page from its respective pod. And in the same way, if you search for anything with /star, nothing but we access user management / health status page. So it will come here and then access the stuff. And if you want to list users or some database information like create user or something you are calling it, so it will come to MySQL external name service, and then it will verify the details from RDS database and then send it back to the user. So this is what is the entire architecture we are going to build as part of this entire ALB section. Okay, so we have everything documented in a step-by-step manner, how to install your ingress pod, and then what you need to do after ingress pod, and then in ingress manifests also you will see all the things are documented in a very step-by-step manner, and everything is implemented in a step-by-step manner. Okay, so let's rock this section now. So I'll see you in the next lecture. Until then, bye bye. Thank you.